This is my first ever vlog about a trip to Shymkent. I usually record a lot of videos when I travel because I travel a lot. I organize workshops for teachers and I never find some time to go back to these shots. So I decided just to combine everything I had in my gallery and just to post it here as a video just for the memory. So let's watch it together. My trip started in Astana, which is my hometown, and the weather is kind of standard for Astana for the beginning of April. And I spent quite a lot of time here on this station because I had a lesson with my teacher students. So I arrived a little bit earlier and I could have a lesson together so we don't skip any classes. Yeah, the sunsets in Astana are just crazy. They are so nice and the view is so open. This is why I liked it. So as you can see, we're directly transferring to the car, to the carriage, because yes, I slept all night and that was actually really hard to reach the place. So I woke up in the morning and went to the restaurant. Yeah, on the train, which is called Talgo, there is a restaurant that offers kind of menu, kind of standard menu, but what I didn't like is that there are more beverages than food, and moreover, you can order not everything. So the dumplings were quite nice, and that's all. I don't usually like eating something with meat when I'm in places like that, so decided to take something. I was also surprised to see how green everything was, and that is something that you don't usually find in the northern parts of Kazakhstan in this period. This is April 10th and 11th, and everything is as green as possible. So in Astana, it can be even white because of snow at that time. Yeah, we were also traveling and passing by a lot of greenery. We somehow reached Kyrgyzstan, and before reaching that, I had to spend quite a lot of time on the internet because it usually doesn't open, it doesn't work when you reach Kyrgyzstan and other places. So, coming closer to Shymkent itself, we could see the locations that were so green. I still cannot believe it was that green. Uh, Also, these bushes at the background are purple, just the camera doesn't show it, and I cannot prove you that it was purple. But yes, that is really surprising for me to see anything blossoming in April. So the locations are only reminding me of summer. But I guess that summer in Astana, for example, doesn't look like that because we have everything a little bit watery, if I can say so. Yeah. Outside, we could see quite a lot of interesting things, such as the lake, Balkash, and also, as soon as we reached the place, we found out that the ice cream is sold. Yeah, that wasn't, by the way, our station, but it wasn't at us. But the ice cream, it, that is another surprise for me. So as you can see, this is coming closer to Shymkent itself, and there are some like parts of the city that have this kind of style of living, and they have a lot of flowers on the trees already. So I was really surprised by the city itself as well. Even though the buildings are quite low in comparison with Astana, there are a lot of them. The buildings are just detached houses or something, and they are everywhere. There are so many of them. I thought it was like a small city of small houses or something. Yeah, but personally, me, I have found a building that was bigger than that. Yeah, typical Astana citizen. So the roads, as you can see, are also surrounded with everything green. So I don't know how many times I said this word. We also had some work scheduled meeting. We had to call even on like weekend, and that was okay. So the valleys around are also affecting the geographical like status of the city itself. So this is why it's quite nice to see how close the mountains are. The valleys, like the ups and downs of the city, are also seen when you are just going by the road. Yeah, there are some shots of the people that I also took. That is really interesting to see how people are communicating, especially when you just were wearing a hat and you were I had really warm like clothes, but everyone here is just wearing something like a t-shirt. So for me it was an absolute surprise. Passing by the trees, I always tried to record them, but that was barely possible. So, and I'm not the only one. As you can see, this woman was also recording something, and yeah, this is it. This time we got stuck in a traffic jam, and I was also trying to record the trees on the left. They are also red, purple, and of other colors, but yeah. My view was always like affected by different cars, but yeah, I hope I did some good job in this. So, and driving on the roads also is different a little bit from driving on the roads in Astana, because the rules are kind of, you can pass or you can go faster if you want. I didn't understand exactly, but I see that the drivers understand their rules, but I don't. And for example, if in Astana you have to wait until somebody overcomes somebody, here it's a little bit different. You kind of can get between. Yeah, I still haven't understood like how it works, but that was interesting to observe and a little bit scary to be in a situation like that for the first time. Yeah, absolutely. So this is why when I was driving with taxi, I would first try to forget about everything around. Oh yeah, the tulips. I also was trying to record quite a lot of flowers because they are the symbol of Shymkent. The tulips are everywhere in the city, but surprisingly I couldn't reach them because they are either between the roads or in the middle of the road. So if you want to reach them, that has to be a case that you have to cross this road, which is not really easy where I lived. Yeah, this was my look out of the window, and when I was traveling, I also was trying to record this kind of beautiful thing. And I was also surprised by this one because that's a part of school, and on the left there is another one, also a part of a school, so kind of a football pitch or something. And I was, yeah, this is me recording everything around that I could see. So the sunset, again, is a little different here, but I liked how open everything was, and I could see, yeah, all schools and locations around it. I also was really close to a land school, and later I found out that this kind of popular school that is kind of respected to work there. So, and on the third day of my trip, I finally went to where I actually had to be. So we went to Seyram. I didn't know about this location before. So the taxi driver told me that there are a lot of Uzbeks living here. And as you can see, the houses, the entry doors are actually not doors, but something bigger. And that's not actually a house. This is more like an entrance, and all the housing, as I understood, is located inside. So you can see that the building serves as the entrance itself. So, and all the buildings there were built in this kind of style. And this is the school that I came to the conference to. This is GES School in Seram, and I was a speaker there. While waiting until I have to speak, I was also recording a lot because that was pretty interesting. The school was built and created by a woman who wanted to have her own school. And I see how much work she did to make all that happen. They started with 2 rooms for studying, and in 10 years, yeah, by the way, this is their 10 years birthday, she decided, she came, yeah, or I cannot say she, this is her, by the way, her name is Dilarom. They came to the point that they have a 4-story building. That is amazing. For an English school, they have built it themselves. And this conference room is actually their own conference room on level -1. So that is something absolutely amazing. And what I liked about her work, I attended her speech. She was speaking about her experience in improving the skills of teachers. So she actually cares about the requirements, the needs of the teachers, that the teachers are kind of living through some problems as well. It's not only the student who has to be cared for, it's also a teacher. And so Dilaron was sharing her experience in teacher training at her own school. Like all stages, how she was training her students. I really liked the speech. I liked the approach, and especially I liked the fact that she said, "Oh, we are still at the during the process of like upgrading, and we are still making it better." Oh yeah, by the way, that was plov being cooked. And this is the beginning of my speech. I also got the certificate for my speech, and these are the participants getting ready for me. I was it was really nice to talk to them. I was speaking about the higher order and lower order thinking skills and how to implement all of them in our classes, how to talk more and use them kind of intrinsically, if I can say so, or in a non noticeable way. So, this is their hall, the entrance hall. They have some photo area, and that was also nice to have an opportunity to take pictures. So the area itself also looks like this. And yeah, I started to rush to the train station. I got the SMS that the train is gonna be late. And then my mom called to the official number from home because that was only reachable by the like city number. And they said that yes, there is some delay. So, by the way, when I was going to Shymkent, our delay was around like 6-7 hours, and so we expected the delay to be at least 30 minutes. So I wasn't rushing, but just in case, I decided to rush when we came to the train station. And you know what? The delay was cancelled. And half of the places, at least in our compartment, were not occupied. I guess that happened because the people, just like me, also got the SMS saying that there is a delay and they were not rushing towards the train station. So after that, they posted these tickets on sale, and some people actually bought them and came at the next stations. So it started to rain. I was working a lot while being online. But I also was trying to work offline, so it actually helped me to be creative. I have written so many things that I couldn't do when I was like with the internet access. And then we finally reached Astana. So yeah, I had to get and take out my clothes, my everything, and that's it. For watching this video. I was really happy that you could spend these 14 minutes with me. See you soon. Hope to post other videos as well.